That's that boy right there? That's that brother right there?
Yeah.
Looking like that boy.
Yeah, that's that boy.
That's that boy.
That's that boy.
Y'all pulling in these SUVs and shit, man.
We live?
We live.
Uh,
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to start off by giving our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who will well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of everything elect. Hey, we out of Hebrew Israelites. And we out here once again, a week out, to prophesy the downfall of America. And we out here through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to plant a seed on the elect out of a particular nation of people. And of that nation, we have Judah, the so-called Negroes, Benjamin, the so-called West Indians, Levi, the so-called Haitians, Simeon, the so-called Dominicans, Zebulun, the so-called Guatemanians, the Panamanians, all right? Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, the so-called Cubans, Gad, the so-called North American Indians, Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians, Naphtali, the so-called Argentinian and Chilean Indians, Asher, the so-called Colombian and Uruguayan Indians, Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. All right? These people are very special people in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and they are here and we're here to serve a prison sentence. Now that prison sentence is accomplished, all right? Your brother had a precept?
yeah, but you said seed, so for the spirit, Matthew 13 and 23. But he that receives seed into the good ground is he that hears the word and understands it, which also bear fruit and bring forth some in hundredfold, some 60, some 30.
All right, because it's all about dropping seed, man. Now the 2/3, that's the stony ground. All right? We're not here to be selective where we drop the seed. We're just here to drop the seed.
That's right.
All right? So we're here in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai, and we know through the spirit that fertile ground is the mind of the elect. So if you're the elect, no matter where you are, it's going to be rooted in you. It's going to take root. Now, if you're a nigga or a nigga woman, you're a 2/3, your ground is too stony. So when a seed is dropped on your head, i.e., you won't pass the test and listen, or you stumble across it on YouTube, or your relatives trying to put you on the truth, your ground is stony, so that seed is not going to take root. Yeah, how much want to shout about the house? All right? But if you are the elect out of the 12 tribes of Israel, meaning your mind is fertile, is going to take root. All right, go ahead.
There was you saying how you chosen people,
Yep.
This Deuteronomy 7:6, for thou art holy people unto the Lord thy power.
That's right. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are a holy people. That's why to this day, Gad has been recorded in North America. All right? Praying to the east, keeping the land Sabbath, having fringes, having a separation for the women who are on their menstrual cycle. That's a form of being holy. You keep the laws of being holy. All right? The so-called Negroes, all right? In West Africa, if you look at the maps in West Africa, it was called the Kingdom of Judah. All right? All right, you watched the movie Amistad, where Jake took over the ship. When they took over the ship, they prayed to the east. They had hair wraps and they prayed. They said, Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. But in real life, they said, Yahweh. Read that again.
Deuteronomy 7:6, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power.
Thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power, man. All right? Consecrated. So, the laws we had was to separate us from damn Canaanites.
All right, go ahead. It says, the Lord thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
If a brother can hold 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter, where it goes into the Most High's favorite things, and while a brother getting that, a brother can get, was that Leviticus 20 and 21? Or is it vice versa, where it said I have severed you from other people? All right? Because you're going to find out, and it has to be inculcated throughout the earth, that there's a special people. And that special people is not the so-called white man. Who's right behind the so-called white man as far as being notable in this society? The Asians? Arab? The special people is not the so-called white man. It's not the so-called Arab. How about it's not the so-called Chinese man. It's not the so-called African man. It's not the so-called Hawaiian man. That special people is the so-called black, Hispanics, and Native American. And contrary to popular belief, We are the cradle of civilization. Starting with our forefather Abraham. Starting with the son, we being classified as the sons of God. Starting with the Adamites, specifically Adam, which is really Yahweh. The so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you're the special people on this earth, man. You are not the stigma that was generated by your enemy.
Right.
You are not the identity that was forged by your enemy. Your enemy should not be the illustrator of who you are. Your enemy should not paint a picture of who you are. So we're here through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai to lift that veil and show you your true identity according to the Bible, man. All right, go ahead.
This verse 7, the Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you were more in number than any people. For ye were fewest of all people.
Yep.
But because the Lord loved you, and because he will keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out of the mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen.
Hey, the water for bringing that up. The Most High has kept his word with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I kept a covenant with you, not because of you, really because your dad, your forefathers. Go ahead, Captain.
Genesis 17:1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahweh appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the almighty power. Walk before me and be you perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and you and will multiply you exceedingly.
And what does it mean, multiply you exceedingly? Make clones out of them? No, he's talking about what's going to come out of your loins, man. Being fruitful. See, back in the ancient world, even during the time of the medieval times, you had houses.
That's right.
So if you got blessed with a certain title like Lord, everybody in your loin and your genealogy, they're blessed.
For example given, house of steward, house of tutor.
That is right.
You know?
It's right. Because like even the czars of Russia.
Right.
I'm watching the last czars, right? Romanov, I can't pronounce it, but that was a 300-year-old dynasty. The Nicholas Tsar II, he was the end of a 300-year dynasty. Another word for dynasty is house. So where it says the house of Israel or the house of David, that's synonymous with what? The dynasty of Israel, the dynasty of David. Can you read that again about the shop?
Yeah, bro, I got you. Back in Genesis 17:2, and I will make my covenant between me and you and will multiply you exceedingly.
I will multiply you exceedingly, man. All right.
Verse 7, and I will establish my covenant between me and you and your seed after you in their generations for an everlasting covenant to be a power unto them and to your seed after you.
And that's going to go into full effect where?
In the kingdom.
In the kingdom.
Right.
In the kingdom. In the kingdom, man. So we're here today, and we've waking up out of these graves to our true identity, really to receive an inheritance, man. It's just like the movie, and I know y'all hate the movie, Coming to America, the sequel. But it has some elements in the movie. I mean, they kind of new aged it. And I didn't like that part. But it was elements in the movie.
Right.
Dude found out who he was. He didn't grow up knowing his whole life who he was. He was the son of a king. All right? He didn't know what happened was he woke up to his identity, and then he had to get groomed into that culture.
Learning the family business.
To really learn the family business, to really receive that inheritance, because he was an heir. And that's what happened with the 12 tribes.
That's it.
We was in America being Americans, being lost and shit. But we walk up to our identity, now we're being groomed and cultivated to ultimately receive that birthright.
Same place he was, America, Babylon.
Same place he was, and they had to, all right?
I got one more for you, Zipporah.
Yep.
Psalm 105 and verse 6. All you seed of Abraham, his servant, you sons of Jacob, his chosen.
You son, but and it's nothing that none of us brothers did, including myself, out here that was worthy of being on our 2 feet, waking up to our nationality, preaching the gospel. The Most High is following through on his word with his favorite men. You know, like you my man. So, because it's so heavy. Imagine being in a realm of the spirit, like the spiritual realm, right? But your favorite earthling, like your guy, is Abraham. So because you're subject to the laws of the flesh, all right, you got to keep coming back in the reincarnation. But I'm going to wake you up in every reincarnation and show you that you're one of my favorite, right? But go ahead.
Let's go to scripture going to before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Because, you know, the elect, the Lord's fruit was there with him creating all things. So before we was fleshly in these bodies, he knew us in our spiritual aspect, man.
Yep.
You know, so like you said, now we going just back in reincarnation again and again, but we're his chosen, we're his favorite. I brought this out with those men.
Right. So we waking up to really receive an inheritance, man, if we endure. All right? No, you said you have to.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, starting in verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest made Lord of all thy creatures.
And that's heavy because you found out when you read the scriptures in 2nd Ezra that it said Adam was the king of the earth.
That's right. So he had a kingdom.
He had a kingdom.
A dynasty.
He had a dynasty.
Woo!
Of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sake.
Hey, can I say something to Corey? Hey, and I was just thinking about this. This is, you know, little chick that be at Aladdin's. You know, I seen an Edomite on the movie look just like her. And the reason why I brought that point out, that proves that we all came from Adam.
That's right.
That's the reason why you have like certain nations, you know, like they look like each other because we all came from Adam. You know? Yeah, the pedigree.
Verse 56. As for the other people,
If I may say this too, we're all, a lot of us nations, right, outside of, say, Japheth, right? Outside of Japheth and Ham, we're Shemites. You know? And then, we're related. We're Shemites. So we're, 1/3 of us are Shemites on this earth. And then more specifically, if you narrow it down, we're Hebrews, right? Like, okay.
Now, Esau's a Hebrew.
Esau's a Hebrew. Ishmael's a Hebrew. You got a lot of Issacharites who look like Ishmaelites.
That's right.
But they all Hebrew.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
So them genes are, you know,
That's right.
just feed off what you were saying.
Heavy,
All right?
as for the other people, which also come from Adam, as you said, thou hast said that they are nothing.
And not to derail, not to deviate from the point, but I see why the serpent did what he did more vividly. All right, because it tells you in 2nd Ezra 6:54, as you brought it out, that Adam was made Lord of the earth, which is another word for Lord, is like king, ruler. And the serpent was a metaphor for a cunning man. If you watch the last Tsar, all right, Nicholas II, Tsar Nicholas II, he brought a medic to his dynasty because his son was very sickly. So it was believed that this medic could heal his son. But the medic was really envious of Tsar Nicholas's rulership. So the medic started communicating with his wife. The medic started communicating with his wife. And guess what the medic started doing with the wife? Besides that,
put thoughts in her head to bring him down.
have her, he gave her ideas, and she was going to give the ideas back to her husband.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So she had her nose wide open for the medic. The medic name was Bash Q. But the reason why I brought that out, because that was the serpent. The serpent planted ideas in the Eve, and she could bring it back to Adam. What was the serpent's ulterior motive?
To bring down Adam.
Bring down Adam. I can make this nigga rebel, he'll lose his rulership. So, thou should not surely die. So now, he was he was the Bash Q of his time. All right?
Instead of going to Adam, let's go to the weaker vessel.
Yeah. It ain't no telling what he was doing with Eve. I don't want to get off the show, but Kings had wives being in their courts because they were assets. That's why he was called, he was more cunning than every creature.
But they had to have an ongoing relationship because it's not like he talked to Eve one time and then she went straight back to Adam. You know, they had to build up some type of rapport until she went back to Adam.
Yeah, so he was planting ideas in the Eve head, and she was going back to Adam, and Eve was the weakest. But this is what happened in the last Tsar with Tsar Nicholas II. Bash Q, that medic, was dealing low-key dealing with his wife, but he was planting seeds in her head, ideas on how he should run the empire. And she translated those ideas to her husband. Meanwhile, the empire's crumbling. You know? You got it, brother.
Easy.
Gone. Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 56.
And now, I'm sorry, brother, but now they got rebellion. Esau got us on rebellion to a science. He had the 12 tribes, he got their rebellion to a science. And that's to ensure his rulership. As long as we're in a state of rebellion, he's gonna be on top. All right?
But be like so let me just start from the top.
Yep.
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing but like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Going back to 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter. The Most High basically carved everything outside of Israel. Like, so Jerusalem is the mother of us all. Everything else is just the potatoes, the macaroni, the salad. Yeah. But nah, this right here, this is my firstborn.
Main course.
The main course, man. All right, nobody cares about the extras in the movie.
Right.
You can't tell me the extra in the movie name, man.
Right.
All right.
All right. The 2nd Ezra 7 and 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.